Hi, Shwad Ashraf here, CEO of Virtua. As you know, we polled the Virtua community for an exciting new direction to expand the utility of TVK and to adopt our own new blockchain to underpin the entire ecosystem. The answer was an overwhelming yes. As we said on our AMA, our vision is much broader now than when we began, and we understand more than ever what's required to build a brand and technology for mainstream adoption. We asked the community and we have an overwhelming and resounding yes. Now, with this exciting new direction, it's time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do, to reflect who we are and where we're going and what we hope to build. I'm proud to announce the main company brand is now Vanar. Now, the Vanar name speaks not only to who we are now, but where we come from and where we're going, incorporating virtual worlds, brand experiences, AI, and mainstream adoption in its DNA, all encompassed by a network that we believe is revolutionary in its approach. Now, in the dynamic realm of entertainment, our footprint, we've been around for 5 years, which is 1,000 years in crypto, and our footprint has crossed the whole industry. We've worked with Paramount Pictures. We were on the Godfather page, one of the first ever NFTs. We worked with Legendary, Kevin Hart's Harvey, Williams Racing, Shelby, and we were even on the Stephen Colbert Late Show. Now, all of these collaborations have brought great experience to us. They've been a crucible. And it's really allowed us to understand the intricate needs of Web 2 multinational corporations. You know, with that knowledge that we've had, so when we launched Virtua 5 years ago with our team, we basically created a metaverse brand. We created a metaverse in VR with NFTs and with blockchain. And even though it was absolutely amazing, it was the future, no one understood what it was. No one understood Web3. An audience didn't understand either. So what we basically understood was that we need to take this to the mainstream in a way that brands understand. And so, armed with that knowledge and our skill set home with partnerships with global powerhouses whose identities we're going to reveal over the coming weeks and months, we're now embarking on a journey to revolutionize a $3.5 trillion entertainment industry. You know, it's huge and it's very much untapped right now. Web3 is very much a niche area, and that's where we feel that Vanar can fill that gap. So, fueled by all of the influential names, influential brands that we work to, our Web2 allies have got a base of about 4.3 billion individuals worldwide. Their collective vision to seamlessly introduce the power of blockchain technology to the vast audience. But do it without talking about blockchain. Focus on what's really important. Focus on the utility. And really, our team, we've been through multiple cycles over the years. Most of our guys have seen technology come and go. We've worked in multiple areas. We have mobile gaming, VR. We've done multiple exits from multiple companies, every time focusing on then what's next. And the what's next is coming. And the what next is round the corner, and we're going to see a seismic shift in the way that consumers interact with technology through AI, metaverse, Web3. Everything's going to be turned upside down. And when that happens, brands are going to try to capitalize on the new shift in our reality today. And that's where we believe we are poised to take advantage and capitalize on that. Now, I'm talking about all of this, but what's our mission? It's the same. We want to bring entertainment and mainstream to Web3. And that means across multiple industries, but do it in a smart way, where you've got building blocks, where they complement each other. Our mission's the same. It's like we have Virtua as one of our brands. VGN, the Virtual Games Network, remains our showcase metaverse and gaming areas. But like with VGM, we intend for it to be the global hub for gaming in the metaverse. And that doesn't involve it just living in Virtua. It can live in other brands' ecosystems as well. They want to build their own one, they can do it. Vanar and all of our technology stack around it, our blockchain, our games network, our metaverse, all of these things can be put together by building blocks for them. So they can create their own experiences, they can actually control their audiences, and also allow them to interact away with their IP that they've spent a lot of time and money developing. The last thing they want is to showcase a brand and have it shown on an auction site like eBay. And that's sort of happened in the past. So what we're trying to do is focus on taking what we have and make it wider. Have all of our DNA, have all of the Virtua branding and VGN, but this becomes building blocks. Virtua exists, Virtua Games Networks exists, but all these brands can leverage all of the technology of that and many more building blocks that we're bringing to the table that have been developed by us and some of our incredible global partners. You know, why are we rebranding? Our vision's broader. You know, we've learned a lot over the last 5 years. We've been through the crypto summer, the bull run, the winter, the spring, and whatever else is thrown to us. We've taken punches on the chin. And every time we've learned, we've adapted, we've understood when things should be launched. We've understood it's all about utility. We've understood that having a metaverse and having zero audience is completely pointless. If you look at large global brands right now that are on Web 2, what we have on Web 3 is fractional. We have to bring that audience into Web 3. So we've learned a lot. We've seen a lot. We've worked a lot with brands. We understand where their pain points are. And also, we've been driving a lot of value outside of our entire ecosystem. We've been pushing it through to other chains. And that in itself has been a stumbling block often, because when you take it to a new chain, find the developers, plug them in. You've got companies who've not dealt with any of these technologies. They're trying to plug them in together, and it's hard. And if you're a company and you're already making money in this particular area, that transition is risky, and you've got to train new staff and new people. And the more friction there is, the less adoption you're going to see. And that adoptions open up the market for other people to come into the market and take their share. We want to take that audience and bring it through all the way to Web3 based around utility. We believe that Vanar is the chain to take Web3 mainstream. We've got the resources to compete and position against the top 100 assets. Other chains are developing products, they're developing them, but ultimately they're not looking at the prize, which is bringing in that audience. It's not enough to engage this community over here. You need to bring the world into crypto. So we already have the tools. We got a product suite and a technology stack suitable for this core audience, and we've got a large development team. Being an L1 chain is a key means to position what Virtua is for the world, for the mainstream audience. You know, what does a blockchain do? We're building on 5 pillars. It's high speed, it's scalable, it's an ecosystem of apps, it's completely green. And by saying completely green, we're not saying we're going to plant a tree and provide some lip service to the FOMO until the narrative moves to something else. No. It's focused on actually providing something which is carbon neutral. And so with some of our very large partners, we're going to have the ability to have validator nodes that run on purely renewable energy. And brands can choose to have a subset of their validators which run on renewable energy. So they are actually running something with a zero carbon footprint. And then they can actually know how much energy would have used, and they can actually become carbon positive as a brand. So this is a green blockchain, folks. And it's what we believe is very important. Globally, this is going to be a big thing. When I say high speed, I mean, we are going to show you some new technologies for high speed, because a lot of the problems on the blockchain are about latency. And when you talk about one of the biggest blockers today for everyone who's trying to move on to the mainstream for blockchain, it's variable fees, gas wars. We've locked our blockchain. It has a low cost. The fees are completely transparent, and you can't pay to prioritize your transaction. The network works so fast, you don't need to do that. So there's a lot of things that we're going to explain. There's a lot of things that we're going to show you about what Vanar is going to do. And it's genuinely focused on the right fit. Because right now, if you look at every single technology cycle, and we've seen it all, we've worked in multiple industries over the years. We have multiple people in our company who've done multiple exits from different companies, all based predominantly on what's next. You know, I myself have been through multiple cycles, all the way from a black and white ZX81 with 16K of RAM all the way to high-tech gaming. Now I've been there. I'm in the entertainment industry, and I've been in multiple exits. Grow a company, find the market, plug it in, and we're taking all of that expertise and we blended it with some incredible people. I mean, I'm so proud of our team, our dev team, our marketing team, our technology team, and just the general ethos of Vanar is something which is exciting. And that excitement is what Web3 is about. Web3 is about then what's next. And AI, metaverse, VR, and Web3 are going to turn the world upside down. And it's not just about entertainment. There are multiple industries that we are going to be participating in. In every case, elements of these things that are only focused on entertainment are going to become fundamental into the way that business is done. And all of those building blocks exist in Vanar, the blockchain, the building blocks, the technologies, our new partners, and the way we're going to be working with countries to educate people in our chain and elevate them with new dApp ecosystems. Watch this space. It's super exciting. There's so much talent out there which is underutilized or has a badge slapped on it, and you never know who went and developed the tech. And we intend to really make a big part of what we do to empower our developers globally in our ecosystem. That's a lot about what we are and what we do and our vision, but our token swap's coming. It's a one-to-one. If you have TDK, it'll be swapped for our new token Vanry, V-A-N-R-Y. It'll automatically happen on centralized exchanges, and we'll be launching our own swap portal too. And also, you know, we have building blocks in our ecosystem, but as we launch, you're going to see an awful lot more tools come out. You're going to see an awful lot of amazing products come out in very short order. I'm excited, and really, if you're a brand, come to us. We are the future. And if you're in the industry, talk to us. And if you are in crypto, have the slightest interest in Vanar, be excited, be part of Vanar, and be part of the future. Thank you so much for listening, and welcome to the What's Next.